easy way, what all things you need to know about uploading file in PHP. So without wasting time, let's dive into business itself. So right here, I'm going to move in my htdocs file. I'm assuming you already know what htdocs file is and XAMPP server, all those kind of stuff, because you should know that before learning how to upload file in PHP. Alright, now let's move to htdocs. Once you're using once you're using Linux, it's in OTP, right here in the file system, OTP, right here, and then move to LAMP, and then inside find your htdocs file here. Now I'm going to move in my PHP tutorial because it's kind of continuation. So right here, I'm going to open this in terminal, very simple way, alright. So then I'm going to write code period like that. So this is going to open the current directory in Visual Studio Code. Alright, perfect. And I have my browser here. So I'm going to open this PHP tutorial folder, and let's see, it has index file, alright, but I don't really want this index file. You can see we have index file here, and that's why it's printing the value of index file, because this is the file that is going to be executed in the very first ones. We have index file in the inside folder, but what I need is to create a file, another file. Let's use this one to upload file into PHP, in using PHP. So right here, I'm going to create a folder. Let's call this folder uploads. Upload. Yeah, good. So any kind of file I'm going to upload will be inside this folder. So perfect. Now, in order to upload file in PHP, we should have a basic markup HTML form. Okay, so we have to create an HTML form, and I'm going to use emmet like that, and here's the basic markup of HTML. And right here, let's change this title to upload file, file in PHP. Okay, so I'm going to move really fast. If you find something, if you find something that is not clear, just type into the comment section below. I will try to respond. Okay, now right here, let's just create a HTML form, and I'm going to use also emmet, so form, and then I have some kind of plugins that do work for me, and I used to use post. I assume you already understand what post method is and what get method is. So we have this HTML form, and right here I'm going to create an input file, input that type or input of type file. So let's put it here. In input. So we have that input, and type is going to be file. So right here, let me divide my window like this, good, like this, and yeah, we have this in one window like that. So all right, let's just try to refresh here, and we have this file chooser. If you put type of input, to have this default file picker or browser file picker, and if you click it, it's going to open your file system ready to choose any kind of file. So we have here, I choose this picture here. All right, now inside this form, let's create a button of type submit button, and say submit. Submit. Good. Emmet is really disturbing me. I think it's kind of plugin I just installed, and I don't really want to mess up with it right now. So I'm going to put some text here and say upload. Good. So trying to refresh here. Let's see. Yes, we have this, and if I click it, it's going to refresh the browser. All right. Now this one is uploading file. It's taking file from the, from your computer and maybe uploading to server side. Perfect. Now action will be here, so you can leave it as it is. And if you have another PHP file in somewhere, that's fine. So I'm going to show all of those in this in this video. Okay. Now let's try to break this one down. So the kind of look like nice, so you have to type br, boom, like that. Oh yes, let's try to refresh. All right, let's add another break tag here to have some little bit enough space. Okay, that's fine. Okay, now let's say we have this post, and let's put name here, name of this button. Let's say, just give it a submit. Good. And also put name to this file, because it's important. You really need to put name because it's what you're going to use in PHP. So let's say file. All right, we have this file and this one, but one thing that almost everyone forget once uploading file in PHP is to put what we call ink type. Yeah, sure, ink encryption. I think it's ink type. I don't really know what is that. Ink type, it should be equals to multipart form data. You should put this one, unless otherwise it won't work as you're expecting. Okay, now we are good to go. Now let's come to PHP here and just remove all of this kind of stuff, and then let's try to refresh. All right, let's try to send this. Good. Now inside this PHP file, I'm going to check if this is set. I mean, if the form is really submitted. So we have to check if is set. What we are trying to check is what? Post method. Post, and we have to put that name we assign to a button. Let's remove all this kind of here, sure, here. So now let's say if it's set, echo, you know, submit. I'm not really good in, yeah. So let's try to refresh, and it's not set. So let's click it here, and boom, yeah, it's submitted. Okay, now we know that the button is clicked, and we know that it can submit a file. Now the remaining task is to take this file, you know, get the file using this one. Now to get file, we have to use a super global variable called file. So we say file is equal to files, and then just need to put the name of file here. Okay, now if you want to get file name, you have to add another array and say, you know, name, like that, and then this will be a file name here, file name. So let's duplicate this a couple of times here, and let's put this to be tmp name, and let's say some kind of size here, file size. All right, size will be good. Okay, so for temporary name, you have to change this one to tmp name. Remember, this one will remain as it is. This file name will be the same, but this will change. This will be temporary name, and this will be size. Okay, now let's try to echo all of this stuff, and we see how we are up to now. So let's say echo file. Let's just say file size. I'm gonna start with file size. It's kind of look an interesting one. Okay, let's kind of try to refresh if we're going to see anything. Nothing. It says file undefined index file. Okay, now let's try to refresh here, and now let's try to, oh, did I change to, wait a minute, what just happened here? I said input of type file. Oh, I put space here. That's not good. Let's give it a try. Yeah, boom. Now let's try to choose here and upload. Oh yeah, this is the size of the file. That's why we're getting here file size. Now let's change that to file name. I'm gonna try to refresh again. Oh, this is the file name. Try to choose. Let's try to choose another file. Let's say this first C++ program and upload. Yeah, you see, it's changing. Okay, now we're good. And let's see also temporary name. file, let's just say tmp name. Let's see it, how it's look like. This is going to be temporary location. Yeah, sure. So that's it. Now let's try to upload file. So to upload file, we use a built-in function in PHP called move uploaded file. So type it, move uploaded file, like that. And this one is taking two parameters, from and to, and they are all string. So you have to put string. From means where does it come from, and to is the location where you want to upload a file. So where does this file come from? The file actually comes from tmp name, temporary location. You can see here it's a location. You have to put this temporary location here. And then where are you going to move this file? So we have to put now the location you want. So this location is going to be right here, the location that we have here. I mean the folder we have here, uploads. So since we're in the current folder, we just need to put ./uploads, and that's it. And then and then append the name of the file. Yeah, file name here. You have to append it in front of this file here. So to append, we use dot, like that, and then yeah, sure, then terminate it. Put a semicolon here, and that's it. That's all you need to know. No really complication. So upload file, you put the temporary location, and right here, and where we get temporary location is by using this, boom, and then where we're going to upload is this folder. I mean the location. You can upload to any kind of location you want. You maybe want to upload to another location rather than this one, but you can do whatever you want. Okay, now let's give it a try. I'm going to open this and expand this file folder so we can clearly see if we are really uploading. Let's give it a try. Just try to refresh this one. Oh, it says move uploaded file failed to open, permission denied. And this is good because once you're using Linux, there is this kind of annoying permissions. Always you have to change permission. So this is denying to upload the file because it looks like this folder, upload folder, is not writable. Okay, so what we are supposed to do is to move into our directory here. Open your terminal and move to this directory. I have this directory here, PHP tutorial, and if I try to say ls, you can see I have all those files, functions, files that you see here. And then inside this file we have this index and uploads folder. So we have this upload folder, we have here, it's here. So let's change the permission, because if you say ls-l and then uploads, like that, you can see the permission of this folder. I think there's a user who don't have this right permission. So let's give it a try. And so to change permission, you have to write sudo if you're using Linux. Sudo, and then change mode, assign it to 77, and then uploads, like that. And so you have to type your password. But if you're using Windows, everything will be okay. So we did change everything. Now let's try to ls upload. So okay, now we are good. See, the permission is full. Cancel this one. Now let's back into the original setup here. Now let's try to refresh. Boom, uploaded, and here we have this one. Look very carefully. I think you can see. Okay, let's close this one and then try to upload another file. Here have this file. Now I'm gonna delete this, and then let's try to upload. We have here. So that's all. Very simple, pretty straightforward. That's it. So thank you very much. Please forget to subscribe. Please don't forget to subscribe. I really need your help. Please subscribe to my channel. That will, push me to upload more videos and provide what I know about programming. So thank you for support. Take your time. Click that button, please. I know you're going to click that, and I know you're going to do that. So thank you. By the way, we're going to move to another lesson. Sure. So thank you. Goodbye.